Well, now to your money watch. There is a trade war heating up. U.S. and China imposing 25% tariffs on $16 billion worth of each country's goods just in the past week. And joining us now is Joe Bert, the Oracle of Orlando. Joe, good morning. Good to see you.
Good to be here. Thank you.
We hear the term tariff, shared a lot in the last couple of weeks. For the common person, what does it mean?
Tariff is nothing more than a tax. In fact, back in the day, it was the only way the U.S. government could get income before we had the income tax in 1913. And it's a tax that we levy on goods coming into this country and vice versa. Other countries levy a tax on stuff that we're shipping to their country to protect the local producers. Basically, that's what it is.
Okay, I think a lot of people hear this and they feel a bit disconnected to it. They think it's a bigger problem between two countries. It is, but break it down for the common consumer. What does it really mean for us at the end of the day?
It means at the end of the day, two things are going to happen. We're going to pay more for a lot of stuff. I mean, you take it down to its most simplest thing. The fabric that comes in this country to make this cushion, the machinery to make this cushion, the stuffing for this cushion, a lot of that comes in overseas. It's going to cost more, so the cost of things that we buy. Now, that's the downside. The upside is that we are trying to protect jobs here. So instead of that stuff being made overseas, we want to bring it into this country to create jobs. And it's a very, very difficult, it's like squeezing a tube of toothpaste. You move one here and something happens there. And how it's going to play it out, it's yet to be seen.
I guess when you look at it, we live in such an age of instant gratification. You mentioned bringing those jobs back home. Right. We want to see those open up and start working right away, but it takes a while.
No, in fact, we're losing some jobs. Harley-Davidson announced that they're going to be shipping stuff overseas because the Chinese have raised the cost of their motorcycles over there, and that's a huge market. Our population here is a little over 300 million. China is 1.4 million, about 4 times greater than a huge market. Not a lot of money. Not a lot of money for them to spend. So Chinese want to send their stuff here where we have a lot of money. We want to send our stuff there where they have a lot of people.
Yes.
And and I think, frankly, President Trump is using this tariff stuff to protect our jobs, but also as a negotiating tool with North Korea. I think there's some other stuff going on behind the scenes.
Okay, so reading between the lines, there's a lot more to it than just a quote-unquote trade war.
Yes, for sure. And it's going to be played. In fact, we've got this going on with NAFTA right now, with Canada, and with Mexico. It looks like we're going to settle the Mexico thing. Canada's not yet coming to the table. But President Trump is stirring things up all around the world.
Yeah, well, no question about that. You'd think, I've heard people say this, you'd think that China would want to bargain with us. However, we've got such a big booming economy next to China, I suppose.
Well, the problem, Andrea, is we've got egos involved here.
Yeah.
They don't want to look like they're, they don't want to look like they're being bullied.
Right.
We don't want to look like we're being bullied. And you have these two guys going head to head, two countries going ahead, two nuclear countries. And it's very, very delicate how all this is going to work out. But at the end of the day, we want peace and we want cheap goods.
Yes, yes. So the impact really could be felt wide and far.
Yeah, it's going to be felt by everybody. Right now, they put a tariff in China on lobsters and pigs. It's going to be cheaper here to have lobsters and bacon. But how about the farmers and the lobster fishermen?
Yes.
And all the things that support those industries. So it ripples throughout the economy. It's yet to be played out, and it will be settled, but it's going to take some time.
And hopefully it means more jobs at home for the American economy.
That's what, at the end of the day, that's what you hope for, but who knows?
Joe, always good to see you. Where can people find you?
Just Google me, 2 words, Joe Bert, B-E-R-T.
Okay.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click here to subscribe to our CFG channel.